So the sun woke me up this morning. Hang on 1 minute. There you are then. Woke me up wanting me to record this video, and now I've just gone to record and it's just come back out. That is a sign. So it woke me up this morning and it wanted me to record this message. So the sun is the divine life giver of all things. It basically emanates chi and life force energy, and it imbues everything on this plane with light and life. That's how the plants live, that's how the animals live, because we eat the plants. And basically, like, we need the sun. Like, everything and everyone needs the sun, because the sun gives us life and light. This is why the sun was always worshipped, you know, through space and time in so many different religions, because the sun literally is the soul of the cosmos, and it feeds our soul. So what animates us and gives us life and could make us literally live forever, it gives us like healing, rejuvenation, is the sun and its light. So on the spiritual journey, it's about the light versus the night, but the more light you receive, the more light you basically collect and take in, then the longer you live, the healthier you are. It feeds your soul, so it's like you just can go on forever. Your soul is constantly emanating light and animating your vessel, and so then there's no reason to die. And the light is called life force energy. It's also known as chi or ki. And so this chi, this sexual life force energy, it can create anything in your life. It can give life to new cells or your existing cells. It can even give life to children. It can give life to new projects, songs, ideas. And so when you want to ascend spiritually and ascend back up to God into the higher planes, you need to fill yourself with light. The more light you're filled with, the higher you go, the lighter you are, if you will, and the higher you go back to God. And so it's always about trying to collect as much light as you can. So when you go to the stone circles and the megaliths, or when you're eating raw food, or when you're holding crystals, when you're connecting to nature or sun gazing, it's always about charging yourself with light, because our nervous system basically runs off light, it runs off electricity. And so your nervous system internally is the tree of life within you, and you want to basically illuminate your nervous system. When you have an illuminated nervous system, that's when you become an ascended in light and master. And so it's always about filling yourself with light to ascend. So our palm chakra, we have chakras in our palms. The word palm is an anagram of lamp, because your palm is like a little lamp and it lights the way energetically for the world. When you go and you walk along the earth, or you go to a stone circle, and if you physically touch the stones, or if you use your hand to sense where the energy is, your hand can feel the light. It can feel the channels of energy and the streams of energy. This is how you see, sense, feel, and know and become aware of the different places you can go and plug in to receive the light, to receive the wisdom, to receive the upgrades, to receive the downloads, to receive the DNA activation, and to ascend back to God. Jesus always talked about that He is the way, He is the light, and He is the way that you get back to God through Him, through light, through chi, through life force energy. And there's one way to get rid of it, and that is through orgasming, expelling your seed. So this is why it feels so good to sit in the sun, you know. And this is why they've been trying to block out the sun, or they've been doing weather manipulation, so we can't grow nice food, you know, grow fruit trees abundantly everywhere like it was in the Garden of Eden, so that we don't sit out in the sun, or can't sit out in the sun, or the sun's not even there. People get depressed from not being in the sun. The sun charges you, and this is how some people even do breatharian, or they might even call it solarian, which is basically you get your energy stimulation from the sun and from the earth and from nature, from chi. You don't need food, because food is basically, it's filled with light or life force, particularly if you eat like raw food and stuff. So your energy basically takes the light and life force from the food, and it charges you up and fills you with light and stimulates your chakras. So people can get that energy and life source without needing, you know, the food in between. Sun, is there anything else you want me to tell you? The sun is the soul of the cosmos. The word soul is soul. And the sun basically incarnates down on earth time and time again to teach us how to fill ourselves with light and get back to God. The sun has come down as many avatars: Jesus, Krishna, the great Buddha, Hercules, Horus, Samson. It's called the hero with many faces. And basically, again and again, the sun comes down to assist humanity in getting back to God because he loves us.